Well, our second season in the English Premier League is going rather well. We're in 10th place after 22 games, 30 points, only 10 away from that magic 40. That should be enough to keep us up. We're 13 points above the relegation zone, having a fine old time. And today we're going to be taking on Norwich, who are in the relegation zone. We need to be winning that one, even though it is away from home. But first of all, we've got Brighton away from home. So 2 away games. This is when we can hopefully see the power of the away tactic and how successful it has been, because of course we have won a few games this year. We beat Bournemouth in our first ever Premier League away win was against Bournemouth 5-0. We also beat Watford 3-2. We beat Southampton 2-1, and that's it so far. But we've drawn against Man United recently, so I'll just quickly go through the results of the last few games. Of course, in the last episode we beat Southampton and Leicester, but then we had a very difficult run. We haven't managed to win a Premier League game since then. We almost won a point away from home against West Ham, but they scored 2 goals in injury time to get a 4-2 win. A little bit disappointing in the end, but we played well. And Dave Barnes, forgot his name for a minute then, scored a lovely strike. And Mark Ball scored a penalty, powered it home. Nice to see him on the score sheet, even if it is only from the spot. But as you can see, although we lost, we were beaten by Tottenham quite comfortably, but against Arsenal and West Ham we put up a bit of a fight. Unlucky against Arsenal, it's mainly because we went down to 10 men really, although, as you can see, we almost got back into it. They dominated the first half, they scored 2 goals, but in the second half we were brilliant. We had a lot more shots than them. We really were sensational in the second half until that red card from Sean Lawler, and they went 3-1 up. But Shriver managed to get another consolation goal from the spot, and I was fairly happy. I mean, I was really happy with the performance actually. We were just unlucky in the end. And this was a brilliant draw away from home against Man United. We were 2-0 up at one point and also 3-1 up, but they were clearly the better team, so it's no surprise that they managed to turn it around twice and salvage a draw. But really pleasing performance. To get a point at Old Trafford, sensational. Last year, that would never have happened. We'd have lost 4 or 5-0. That was a nice finish from Mark Ball. Nunez got a couple goals as well. He's played better than Tasakovic, I must say. I was hoping for big things from Tasakovic, but probably the nostalgia took me over a bit when signing him. I mean, technically, he is better in the left side midfield role than Nunez, but Nunez has played better there, so he's won that place back. Which is good to see. Let's just skip ahead a bit. Don't want to see all of this. Smith smashed it long. This was the goal put us 3-1 up, but they did get back into it. But a nice run from Nunez. Put it out wide to Clark. Crossed it in. Headed away. Nunez, bang. Nice finish. We then beat Doncaster 1-0 in the FA Cup thanks to Deratic. Not the best performance from us, but it was comfortable. And a 2-0 win against Tottenham in the Hampshire Senior Cup. We're going to take on Aldershot in the semi-final of that competition. Gnezdelov scored another goal, and Mark Durran also scored. He's good in this competition, I must say. And then a 3-0 loss at home against Spurs. We did okay. I know 3 goals is a big margin, but we weren't too bad. And Spurs are top of the table. They're running away with it, I think. Let's just see. Yeah, 9 points clear. They've only lost 1 game all season. Anyway, first game today against Brighton at the Amex. That's how you say it. They've won 3 times against us. We've won twice. Both of us have inconsistent form. They're 2 points above us. We have the opportunity to go up to 9th place. But it's a tough team, Brighton. They've done well in this universe. And we've been better away from home this year. But we're still not quite as good as at home, I don't think. This is the team I'm going with. No surprises in there really. Lawler and Ball leading the line. We've got Charlery and Flanagan out injured at the moment, so Ramirez is playing in the middle. Shall we get on with this? I think so. Before we crack on with this match, I just want to apologise for not reading the comments in the last couple videos. I'm usually good at least reading the comments. I don't respond to everyone. I wouldn't have time to do that, but I'm usually good at reading them all, and I just haven't got round to it the last couple of episodes. I've just been getting on with the episodes, recording, editing, etc. It's been a busy year for me generally. I'm not entirely sure why. It just has seemed busy, but I've tried to focus. I think previous years I've maybe focused a little bit too much on YouTube and ignored other stuff in life. Not ignored it, but maybe not spent as much time on it as I should. So yeah, this year I've tried to balance things a bit better, which is why there's been sort of an episode every 2 or 3 days or every 4 days at times. So yeah, that's probably my reasoning. I've not focused on like the YouTube analytics or that side of things much at all this year. I've just ignored it. I've just done my stuff. I've done Regen Rovers. I've not focused on anything else. FM20, people keep asking me plans. I've had a few people ask me that for Ask the Manager. I've already answered a couple of times. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I do want to bring experiments back, and I want to do... I think I'd quite like to do those of you that watched Creating a Legacy, the West Ham series a couple of years ago. I think I'd quite like to do a series like that. As we open the scoring straight away, what a start to this game. Clark crosses it in and Dave Barnes gets into the box and heads it home. Yeah, I'd quite like to do a series where I literally just play an entire season and do a video at the end of the season just to update you. People seem to enjoy that. Obviously, it's not an episode every couple of days. It's more like an episode every week or two. But that might not be the main series. I'm just thinking I'd quite like to do that because I miss the days where I would just play through an entire season and just enjoy it. And I could play through it really quickly. When you're making videos, it does make it very stop-start. And although I enjoy playing the game, it's more focused on the videos. That's the thing. You're thinking, when's the next video? What do I need to show? Oh, that was poor goalkeeping from Smith, wasn't it? Mark Higgins scores for Brighton. Hopefully you understand what I mean there. But most of you obviously will play Football Manager. You're not thinking about making a video or anything like that. You can just play through. And obviously you're not playing an entire season in one go unless you're really hardcore. But it's a bit easier to focus on the actual save and think about players to sign and tactics and stuff. I'm kind of always multitasking, I suppose, with this YouTube stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in FM20. See what life throws at me as well. You never know what's round the corner. Anyway, here come Brighton. They've suddenly come alive, haven't they? Here's Alonso. 2-1 all of a sudden. Mark Higgins with a second. We've not come up against 3 up front for a while. I forgot to do... Maybe this is why. Just blabbering away. Although I'm not doing anything for the strikers here. I feel like we need to man Mark Higgins. Marcus Higgins' cousin maybe? Mark Higgins. There's been very few chances in this game, but there's been 3 goals. It's one of those days. Here come Brighton again. They are very good at attacking. They've had some good attackers over the years. And that's 3. I mean, what the hell is happening here? Eden Elson scores. Their strikers are just destroying me. Here's Nunez. We don't know how to cope with 3 up front. Oh, that's surely offside. Yeah, Kevin Ramirez offside. Corner to Brighton. Tapler crosses it in. Headed away by Rios. But they come again looking for a 4th, which would surely kill this game off. But Shriver clears it and Mark Ball's onto it with his pace. Our captain needs support. He's managed to find Nunez with a great ball. Nunez bursts into the box, crosses it in, and it's surely a goal. Yes, Kevin Ramirez can't miss from there. 2 midfielders have scored today. Nunez with the assist this time. It was a brilliant counter from Mark Ball. And we're back into this game all of a sudden. It was a fantastic pass from Mark Ball as well. He had men coming up. But that was the right ball, I think. It allowed the other 5 players to break into the box, and Ramirez was the one that tapped it home in the end. The box-to-box midfielder doing his job. Shriver's having a bit of a mare. 6.0 from him. Might bring on Kuz at half-time. Haven't seen much of him this season. There's a few players that are murmuring. They're a bit unhappy about being second choice. There's quite a few. It's actually the January transfer window at the moment. We've loaned out Serenity. I forgot to say that. We've loaned out Serenity to a League 2 team. I think it's Salford, actually. I'm going to say... Let's go for that. It's motivated Smith. I'm going to say to the defence that's motivated them. And say to the strikers assertively that's motivated. And the midfield have been good. I will bring on Kuz. I mean, Shriver's on a yellow and he's playing poorly. That's just a recipe for disaster. We'll keep it on the same tactic for now. It's working. We're hitting them on the break because Brighton are trying to get another goal. They do seem to be an attacking team. Although they're only playing 1 up front now. They've switched things up a bit. We will change the opposition instructions. Here we go. Here's Barnes. Oh, he's been tackled. Can Nunez nip there? No, he can't. Here's Higgins. He's dangerous, this Higgins chap. Oh, but Nunez intercepts that. And look at him go. He's running at the... Oh, look. Wow, what a run. He's still going. Oh, what a goal from Nunez. What a goal. Goal of the season contender. He just kept going, didn't he? 3-3. What a game this is. Loving it. Got to note that down as a goal of the season contender as we watch the highlights. Look at him. Ah, that's why he's got 15 on dribbling. I just thought, why aren't you passing? Look how many players up in support. That's the way we play. We get men forward, but he just didn't need them. He said, this is mine, lads. I'm going for it. And that's why he's playing instead of Tusakovic. Lawler's played poorly. Do we take him off? I've got a highlight coming up. I'll leave it for a second. Let's see what happens. Henriquez to take it. It's long into the box. We've won a penalty, and Mark Ball will take it because Shriver's off the pitch now. He's been subbed off, of course. Come on, Mark Ball. Put us 4-3 up. Up he steps. Oh, it's just about it. It was a poor penalty. The keeper should have kept that out. But it's Mark Ball's 7th goal of the season. And that is a massive goal. 3-1 down with 4-3 up. What a game this is. This is a classic Region Rovers fixture. But that is shocking from the goalkeeper. Shocking from Mark Ball. Shocking from the goalkeeper. He just gambled and thought the keeper would dive to one side. But it didn't matter in the end anyway. I am going to bring Alan Stewart on for Lawler. I'll leave Mark Ball up front as the advance forward. And they've gone back to 3 up front, which is what's been causing us problems. Here's Rios into Kevin Ramirez to Dave Barnes. Great ball to Clark. Clark crosses it in. Oh, it almost sneaked in at the near post. We've actually created the 2 clear-cut chances in this game. I'm nervous now. I should probably go defensive or something. Here's Ray Henriquez into Ramirez. Back to Ray Henriquez. We don't have Charlie on the bench either to come in and play as a defensive midfielder. Great tackle, Clark, after that poor mistake. Ball through to Stewart. Can he get on the end of it? He can't quite. Just didn't have the pace that Mark Ball has. Loader heads that away, but we didn't have anyone dropping in there. That's knocked long. Oh no, they're around the back. Eden Nelson, surely this is a goal. It's a great save by Smith. And we will go defensive. Time waste. Let's just... I focus down the left, but not the right. Turn that off. And... we don't have a defensive player that can come on in the middle. I think I'll just get Ramirez to sit there. Can Dave Barnes play as a defensive central midfielder? No. I'll just get him to be support. Although box to box, they actually get back, don't they? But I don't want him going up. That's the thing. What? Central midfielder on support, but just tell him not to get forward. Let's add some instructions. Take furious, shoot less often, dribble less, hold position. There we go. We don't want him to roam. Perfect. We don't really want Dave Barnes to roam either, do we? Yeah, hold position. Oh, it's already on anyway. I've got that on for that player. Someone said to me that the deep line playmaker roams, which is a problem, but I've already got the instruction on that he holds position, so he doesn't roam too much. We've got one last... I'm rambling here. I've got one last sub to make. I'm going to bring on... I'm actually going to bring Tusakovic on for Nunez, who's had a very good game, but I think Tusakovic adds a little bit more defensively to us, and some fresh legs on the left-hand side wouldn't go amiss. We'll probably concede from this corner now, and all my plans will be out the window. Or maybe not. That's good. I'll just shout some praise. Just give them a boost. There we go. 2 minutes to go of normal time. Brighton, we know they're attacking threat, though. They can cause problems. Perhaps a draw is a deserved result, but we don't want that. Smith. Out wide to Tusakovic. Back to Kuz. Knocks it long looking for Stewart. But he's never going to get on the end of that. And Brighton have just handed possession back. But Loader heads that away. Ramirez after it. Into Tusakovic. Tusakovic to Kevin Ramirez. To Dave Barnes. Oh, he's crossed it in. Everyone's up there. Oh, what a save by the keeper. He was offside anyway, Clark. But once again, everyone's getting forwards. I don't want us to get... Why are we getting forwards? Just sit back, lads. I'm going to get Mark Ball to go drop deep. Sorry, this game's dragging on a bit now, but I'm desperate to hang on to this. This has been a fantastic game of football, but there's still 4.5 minutes to go. And I just sense that Brighton are going to score. I just sense it. It's one of those games where... You know, they had a really great start to the game, then went quiet, but I imagine they're going to score a late goal. And here they come. Possession now. We've got everyone behind the ball, just trying to win it back. It's knocked long. Oh no! Offside. Mark Higgins offside, looking for his hat-trick. Oh, why can't it just go to the end of the game today? Here's Mark Ball, back to Henriquez. Mark Ball, run it into the corner or something. Oh, he's done well. Look at him dribble. Oh no, it's deflected into the path of a Brighton player. Where's Loader? Why is he going out of position so much? Just hack him down! Yes, that's it. But no, we're out of position still. Treadwell's through. This is a goal. This is a goal. No, Smith saves it. Oh my, this is awful. This is horrible. This is the most tense I've felt for a long time, actually. Time waste. There we go. No, we're not doing it. Regroup, hold shape. Slow pace down. I don't know if it's going to allow me to do that. I think it's probably going to be... Is this going to be the end of a highlight? No, it's battered long. I want it to be the end of the highlight. I want my changes to come into play. It's not long. Oh no, it's still gonna be a goal. Oh, where's... No! Oh, thank you. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, I can't stand there. Not another highlight. We've got it on very defensive now. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's probably not. We're just going to have to try and absorb this pressure. Oh, no. It's... No! Oh, Smith, you hero. It was straight at him, but he still needed to hold on to it, didn't he? I'm sweating. This could just be the one match in today's episode, to be honest. It's been a marathon. Oh, no. I sound awful, don't I? I'm moaning, I'm groaning, I can't stand this. It's like torture. It's headed away to Sakovic. What was that? No! Oh, the football manager gods are smiling down on me here. They really are. This is it, surely. How has this been a key highlights game? It's ridiculous. We've won! I bet the game crashes now. My computer freezes up or something. Oh, what a win. What a recovery from us. What a recovery. And in the end, it's a Mark Ball penalty. I'm saving the game. So as I was saying, Serenity has gone out on loan to Salford. Has he played for them yet? Let's have a quick look. Not yet. I think he only left a couple of days ago, to be honest. Of course, Perry Miles is still out on loan at Farnborough in the National League. And he's done okay. He's played a few games. Hasn't got any assists or goals. But he's done all right. Ribero's still out on loan. Delfonso's still out on loan. We've not brought anyone in. I don't think I need to bring anyone in. Financially, we're in a very good position, of course. We've dropped off a little bit. We lost a fair bit in the summer after spending money, of course. But we've made a bit of a recovery. We've still got plenty of money left in the wage budget and the transfer budget. But I think next season's the one where we need to push on. So I'm going to save all the money until the summer. And then, unless a player comes along in January in the next 2 weeks that I really want, I think it's wise to save it because we're looking like we're going to finish mid-table this year. I don't think we've got it in us to finish in Europe. You never know. But just in case we do get into Europe, we need all the money we can get to build a big enough squad to support a European campaign. But let's assume we're not going to. It might be better if we don't, because we can then build a really good team in the summer and then push on next year and aim for Europe with a really good Premier League team, rather than having to spread all of the squad across multiple matches next season in a European campaign. But let's see what happens. You know, I wouldn't, if we do get into Europe, I wouldn't focus on it too much, I suppose. And there's a chance we could win the FA Cup, of course. It's unlikely, but there is a chance. 4th round, Rochdale. That should be an easy win. I think it's time for Ask the Manager, isn't it? So today's first question is from Mr. Travis Highrise. Thank you for your support. I regularly see you comment. It's actually a question I'm not going to answer today, though, because I want to do a separate video on this. He's asked, if you had to pick a Regen Rovers 11 based purely on how much you loved them, we know you would pick Okora and Ball, but who else would be in that team? Agu? Ray Rigg? Well, Agu would certainly be in there. I'll answer that now. But I think at the end of the series, I'm going to do a video. Firstly, sort of Regen Rovers best 11, and then I guess kind of like a second 11 of all the players I think are kind of cult heroes. They're not necessarily the best. Like Mark Ball will be in both. But players that would, like Agu, like Morgan Fawkes, those sorts of players who obviously won't get in the best 11, but would get into like the nostalgic 11, the players that mean more to the club, or mean the most to the club and to you guys. Second question then. Hey Chan has asked, what is your real life job? I've answered this a few times over the years. I'm still doing the same thing that I was doing when I've answered these questions in the past. I work from home. I work for a small company that obtains sales data from shops. And we're kind of like market research, I suppose. And then we play around with that data. Well, not play around with that data, clean it up, do various things, sell it on to other companies, etc. So it's sales data. It's not personal data, so don't worry about that. It's nothing dodgy like that. It's sales data from shops. So big companies like to know how their products are selling. I'm sure you've seen statistics and that sort of thing. So that's what I do from home. I do get out and about a little bit, which is why sometimes I say, I had to go to a meeting, which is why an episode couldn't get out today or whatever. But generally, I work from home 95% of the time. Next question, Dodgy Dave. If possible, can we have a Paul's Big Day Out in Regen? Or Regen in Germany? Yeah, I mean, I've never been there, so no. But if I ever go there, then obviously that's the first port of call for a Paul's Big Day Out. And it's possible that if I ever do Regen Rovers again, that I could set it here. It definitely makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, it's the obvious choice. If I was to do it abroad, do it in Germany, in Regen or Regen. I assume it's pronounced Regen. That's rain, isn't it, in German? So, I mean, they've even got a river. Regen is situated on the Great Regen River, located in the Bavarian forest. So there's a river named after the place as well. So yeah, I mean, it's possible that it might even be a series based on that. And the last question today is from Doojed. Sorry if I've murdered that. I don't know if that's your real name. Can you keep posting this Regen Rovers series even after FM20 comes out until you win the Premier League? Blah, 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 blah. What I did last time was I did upload the save file. A few people have been asking me about the database. I uploaded it ages ago. I can't remember where I put it. It's on the Steam Workshop. Just search Regen Rovers and you should be able to find it. But the thing is, that's for the original FM19, not the update. And I've not done anything since then. I've not updated it or anything. So I don't really know how it will work. But yeah, I did upload it a while ago, didn't I? So people keep asking me that. But I will upload the last save file. When this series finishes, I'll upload that. Because a few people were interested last time in playing on into the future. I don't know how many people did that in the end. I know a few people did. Because I remember someone managed to get Jack Young to score for England, I think. But this time around, yeah, I'll upload it as well. But your first point, will I continue the series during FM20? This is the first time I've ever considered actually doing that. Previous years, I've always thought I need to move to the next game to grow the channel. I mean, that's the obvious thing. You have to move on to the new game. If you're Football Manager YouTube or anything, FIFA YouTuber, you have to play the new game. Otherwise, you don't get views, you don't grow. But as I said earlier, I've not been too bothered about the growth factor. I've not been concentrating on the analytics at all. I've just been trying to enjoy it. As you know, as I've said in the last question, I have a job. I work from home. It's a full-time job. YouTube isn't my job, and I don't think it'll ever get to the level for me to be able to do that. If I lived in deepest, darkest Scotland, the north of Scotland, where the cost of living is lower, then maybe it's more possible. But I live in Hampshire in an expensive area, and I've got a mortgage and all that, and you know, it's expensive to live in southern England. YouTube probably won't be at a point where I can earn enough, if I'm honest. It certainly isn't now, especially this year, because I'm not focused on it. So I've not. So my point is that my main focus really is my job and other aspects of life. YouTube is secondary, and I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and I want to do what I enjoy. So if I'm really still enjoying Regen Rovers when FM20 comes out, and we haven't come to like a natural close to the series, then there is a distinct possibility that I could continue that for a while. It might be that it becomes one episode a week, every week or two, and I just play half a season and then show you a video. I mean, it could become that. There is a possibility. It's the first time I've ever considered that, so maybe. We'll see. It depends on you guys as well if you really want to continue the journey. I've been blabbering. We'll end it there. Let's move on to the last match of the episode. No changes for this away game against Norwich then. Charlery has come onto the bench. That is the only change, but nothing in regards to the starting lineup. Norwich are in the relegation zone. We need to be picking up 3 points here today, even though away from home. But remember, we've been winning our away games this season. It's all working nicely, the away tactic. They've got some decent players in there, but we've got to fancy our chances. Buxton is their top goal scorer, by the looks of it. Yeah, joint top goal scorer of Sue. Look, their captain up front. Oh, their best performing player this year, though, is Robert Wright. So he might pull off a few saves and frustrate us a little bit. We're still the underdogs, even though we're well above them in the table. Let's just inspire everyone. Hopefully we get off to a better start today. We really were up against it against Brighton, but we somehow turned it around, didn't we? In style, in the end. Here we go then, the yellow of Norwich. I do like Norwich. Norwich is... Have I done Paul's Big Day Out in Norwich? Paul's Big Day Out will return. I need it to return. Maybe next season we'll focus on Paul's Big Day Out. Norwich might not be in the Premier League though. I think I've done Norwich already. I'm pretty sure I have. Anyway. I've put a few London teams, so I can do parts of London, can't I, that I like? Not just London, because London's a big old place, but I can focus on individual parts of London that are close to the likes of West Ham or Arsenal Stadium or Spurs Stadium, etc. I don't really know North London, to be honest. Don't really know it that well. I know East, I know Central, I know a bit of South West, South. Blabbering again, sorry. Here come Norwich. In the pouring rain, Karabasis. Oh, this is too easy. They've walked through. Great save, Smith, and Rios clears. Clear-cut chance for Norwich, though. Corner, whipped in. Headed away. Barnes is after it, and he's done well to win it. And that has fizzled away. Let's just encourage them. Sri Lanka, no, let's get creative. That always inspires them. Much quieter first few minutes of this game compared to the Brighton game, but that's good news for us, I think. Norwich playing out from the back. Abdul Aziz on the ball. Pumps it in the end. And Ray Henriquez will pick up the pieces. Where's he going? He's going for a stroll. Fed it through to Nunez. And we know what he can do. Nunez. Oh, he's gone for goal. What an effort. Throwing opportunity. Ray Henriquez to take it. Chucks it into the box. Easy catch for the goalkeeper. Just gifted possession to them. There was no one at the near post. I don't really know why he threw it there. I suppose he was probably aiming for the far post and couldn't throw it far enough. Here's Mark Ball into Nunez. Nunez. Oh, he's come for another shot. He's got a shoot on sight policy today. Yeah, giving some confidence to the attacking players. I don't think I'll change anything. Don't need to do anything drastic at the moment. Sean Law has really dropped off lately. He had a great start to the season. That's the problem. We can't seem to find a striker that's consistent. Alan Stewart's played well when he's come off the bench. He's been a good impact sub, so we might bring him off the bench again today. They brought on their very own Ball, Matthew Ball. Free kick to Norwich. This is where we're usually a little bit sloppy, but we've done well there to block it. And here goes Sean Lawler. What can he do? He's fed it into Dave Barnes. Dave Barnes, he's got two players to one side. Mark Ball! What a counter. We win the ball from the free kick, and that is how we play on the counter. Perfect. And Mark Ball has become joint top goal scorer. Sean Lawler, he's caught him up. But it really was good play from Sean Lawler initially, and it's a great driving run from Barnes. He had two players to one side. We had to score this, and Mark Ball did. That's what he does best. 1-0. Ramirez on a yellow. I think this is when we bring on Charlery in that defensive central midfield role. Just get him to sit there with those instructions. Dribble less. There we go. Just hold the position. And I'm going to bring Tusakovic on for Nunez. He had a couple long-range shots, but hasn't done much else today. To be fair, he's tried. He's given it a go, hasn't he? Corner. Can we kill it off here? Tusakovic crosses it in. Oh! It's off the line. I don't know how that didn't go in. There was a couple half chances in there, I think. Mark Ball had the chance, but he just couldn't sneak it over the line. They had a lot of players blocking it. That's crossed in. Tusakovic. Maybe we've still got an opportunity here. Tusakovic back to Dave Barnes. Oh, he's fed it to Clark. Yes! Great goal from Luke Clark. 2-0. We get the goal in the end. We've played well today. 21 shots to their 10. 58% possession. We've had 3 half chances. They've had the clear-cut chance, but they couldn't take it. And this is a great finish from Luke Clark in the end, from the edge of the box. Oh, it's a good strike. It really is. Probably not goal of the season contender, but it is a good finish. Driven into the top right hand corner. Norwich looking to get back into it, and that was offside. Yeah. Right, I'm going to bring on Savic for Ray Henriquez on a yellow. We don't need to risk him. So Stuart's not getting on the pitch today, I'm afraid. Wow, a comfortable victory. 2 very good wins for you today. I've really improved throughout the season, haven't I? 2 wins in the last episode, 2 today. When was the last time we managed that? I don't know. It's probably a rarity. That's headed away. Charlery. Is there going to be a last chance to get a third? 9 seconds to go. It's crossed into Sakovic. Sakovic tackled. Good tackle in the end. And that will be the end of the match. I don't think we'll have time to take the corner, surely. Yeah, there we go. I hate it. The ref is just so mean when he does that. He teases them. He lets them get into position. About to kick the corner. And then he's like, nah, it's a bit mean. But what a win. Really comfortable victory. Mark Ball, 2 goals from him today. The captain led the line. And we're up to 9th place. Well, we stay in 9th from the last match. 4 ahead of 10th place West Brom. We've created a bit of a cushion. We've still got minus goal difference. But we should be able to rectify that, hopefully, over the next couple of games. Although Chelsea next, that's going to be tough. Everton, Blackburn away. There's some winnable games coming up, that's for sure. We're currently 2 points off 8th place and 7th place. And 3 off 6th. It's amazing. We're only 5 behind Everton. We're only 9 behind Liverpool. I mean, that's far too far away, but still, it's been an incredible season, hasn't it? I've absolutely loved it, and I hope you have too. But let me talk properly. We'll end it there. Thank you for watching today's episode of Regen Rovers. I don't think I have anything else to say. Yeah, I'm lost for words. 2 really good wins. Until next time, enjoy FM19. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you very soon.